Crusaders enters tonight's game with a record of 5-10. Staples enters with a record of 8-2. The head coach of Stepinac is Blake Balkanen. And Staples is led by head coach Will Kashansky and captains Charlie Clark, Justin Hockey, Bear Swearingen, and Eric Skolnick. At this time, we invite all fans to rise and remove their caps for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be performed by Emma Taylor, a CMS 7th grader.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
.3 FM, or if you were tuning in through the O'Shea Productions YouTube live stream. My name is Thomas Scott, and today I am joined here alongside Ian Zwick. We are coming to you live from Paul Lane Field. It is a beautiful 65-degree sunny day, and there is no better time for some out-of-conference lacrosse. Ian, today the 5-10 Stepinac Crusaders are coming to Paul Lane Field to trying to ruin this Staples senior night. Take me through this game, what we may see and what we can expect.
Well, Staples has been dominant really all year, but in the past couple of games they had a tough loss to Brunswick and then got a good bounce back against Greenwich. But the offense hasn't been where they want it to be. Their defense is playing really well, but their offense hasn't been necessarily up to par. Luckily, they have one of their star attackmen, Hunter Pillai, back. He played last game against Greenwich, didn't look fully 100% coming off an illness, but he has an extra day of rest, practice, and that should benefit him today.
So Stepinac will take the 40-minute drive from White Plains, New York, out to Westport to take on the top of the state, Staples Wreckers. I mean, they were a bit late. This game got delayed about 30 minutes, so maybe it throws them off. But, of course, we'll find out. So the first face-off on the S of this senior night. Hopefully we can see some Staples seniors get in, get some action, maybe even a couple goals for them. First face-off is in favor of Stepinac. Quick pass, and now they got it going downhill. So the Crusaders will get the first look on offense. Ian, you talked about the injuries for Staples. Hunter Pillai was a bit sick, coming back now. What's he going to have to do to try and get back in his rhythm right away?
I mean, basically, he just has to settle in, work the ball around, get a couple shots off, get the feeling back to himself, and just basically go from there. but it does not look like he's on the field right now as senior J.C. Gura is starting at attack.
And I mean, I think that's a pretty smart decision if you're going against Stepinac now, and then you got Darien on Wednesday. Save your guys, save your best players to get ready for that game. No need to risk any further injury.
100%.
So Liam Doherty will slow things down. Guarded by Max Hill, right-hand cradle. Swings things to X. Now back to goal line extended, a trip, a fall. Ball is loose behind the goal. Double team at X. Stepinac. Maybe a chance they slow things down, just moving the ball around. Tomolo guarded by the senior McGeehan. I mentioned it before, but I'm sure we will see several different seniors get into the game tonight. Tomolo comes past goal line extended. Staples defense has not given them anything so far. 10:20 left to go in the first. Bassani, deep shot, saved by Thiesinger. We've seen Grant Thiesinger step into the varsity role much more in these recent games. Nate Hammond has been out for him, and right now it's been working fairly well for the Wreckers. So Staples back on the offensive side of things for the first time this game.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Grant Thiesinger, sophomore goalie in his 4th start for Staples, has played really well, only letting up 9 goals in a tough loss to Brunswick as they scored with 40 seconds left to just beat the Wreckers. But he's played really well in the last couple of games, letting up only 3 goals to Greenwich and 9 against number 2 in the country, Brunswick. It's really impressive.
And I mean, although tonight's win, of course, it means something for the seniors, although it might not mean something for their record going against an out-of-conference team. It's big for momentum going into Darien next week, or excuse me, this week on Wednesday.
Yeah, they need to carry that momentum in a tough team against Darien, who just has been arch rival of the Wreckers for the past however many years.
Staples gets inside, shot is high, it's no good. 9:08 left to go in the first. Staples 0 for 1 on goal. Charlie Clark at X. Swings it to Tiber, right-hand cradle. Wanted to wind things up, he loses it. Barely picks it back up, a lot of pressure applied, yet Staples maintains their offensive possession. Benton had a phenomenal season so far. Charlie Clark, far side. Loses it. Very good defense from Stepinac so far, and Staples is 0 for 1 on their first offensive possession. Charlie Clark with a turnover. The Crusaders are back on the offensive side of things. Barely get it past half. Thiesinger not in net. Whistle is blown. Timeout is called by the Crusaders with 8:13 left in the first, and we're tied up at 0.
Yeah, that was Kieran Austin taking the ball away from Charlie Clark. Binghamton commit, Austin is just getting up in his grill, making him uncomfortable, kind of tying him up, takes the ball away, going the other way.
So we mentioned Thiesinger has stepped up into this varsity role just as a sophomore. You know, maybe we will see Nate Hammond check back into the game. Of course, it is senior night. If things get out of hand for Stepinac, then maybe that's the change we see.
Yeah, can never count any team out. As Staples played Brunswick, they're up 5-1 at some point in the second quarter, as no one really expected that. Anything can happen in high school lacrosse.
In this game last season, Staples came away with a 17-6 win. So a big one for the Wreckers.
Yeah, they'll be looking to replicate that high-scoring affair. They haven't really cracked 10 goals too often this season, been right around that 9-10 mark, but in recent years. But with a lot of recent departures like Adam Udell, Tristan Schaefer, who really contributed to those goals, but they have a bunch of stars on this team too.
So both teams come back out onto the field.
As Hunter Palaya, as we were mentioned earlier, checks back into the game.
Stepinac has the ball. If they can get a lead, might put Staples on the edge of their seats. Starts with Doherty, guarded by Max Hill. Max Hill has been a defender who just moves his feet so well on the turf. It's just so hard for any offensive player to get past him.
Yeah, coaches normally putting a short stick Max Hill on the best players on the other team, as we saw against Brunswick a couple games ago, going against Lucas Garcia, number 2 player in the country, and he was all over him that game.
Chris Keating at X comes around goal line extended. Shot is no good. It's wide right. Staples will get the ball. And Stepinac, ripping shots, just not on target so far. 0 for 2 to start the night. Staples has the task of getting it past half. 7:29 left to go in the first. We're still tied up at 0. McGeehan does that. Gives it to Max Hill, who picks it up. Now Staples might have numbers if they hurry. Weil alone at the 30. Substitutes come in for Stepinac as well as Staples. 7 minutes left to go in the first. Now Frankel just sitting with it on the deep right wing. Weil, right-hand cradle, gets downhill, winds one up. Shot is wide to the left. It's no good. So as well as Stepinac, Staples is also missing some shots early.
Each team has to settle in here. Right as that first goal goes in, it'll just be onslaught from there.
Right. Pillai, right-hand cradle. Wanted to wind things up, he didn't. Passes it over to X. I talked about this with Dylan Robin. Once Staples gets a goal, they kind of just keep firing. It just takes them one to get going.
Yeah, they've had a lot of slow starts, but getting off a fast start here is key. Do not want to be in a dogfight with Stepinac here.
Charlie Clark. Deep left wing. Goes to goal line extended and slows things down. Staples would be big if they can get one on the board here, so don't want to take any chances. Benton loses it off the pass, and it's going to be Stepinac ball, so that's 2 turnovers for Staples just in the first quarter. That's something we've kind of seen them struggle with, is turnovers, but against a team like Stepinac, they shouldn't struggle that much with it.
Yeah, they got to play cleaner.
Big hit on the far side, still stays with the Crusaders. Now it's a loose ball, picked up by Stepinac. Now a launch downfield. Kind of just got rid of it, yeah.
Throw it away in football.
So Staples back with it. 5:20 left to go in the first. Thomas Scott and Ian Zwick giving you the coverage of the senior night game. Still scoreless at 0 for both teams. Thiesinger behind the back pass. Benching the fans like that one. So Staples. Tiber, left-handed shot is good. And Staples is on the board first. It's a 1-0 lead for the Wreckers.
Tiber saw that there was nobody in goal and just takes the left-handed shot, bounces it right into the back.
All starts with the defense. Staples applied amazing pressure, got a blunder of a pass down to Thiesinger, and the next thing you know, Staples back on the offensive side, and it's a goal. It's a 1-0 game for Staples.
Yeah, that transition it's too hard to stop. As we see more and more goalies going on these 10-man rides, going to guard an attackman, leaves the net wide open, and Staples takes advantage of that.
5 minutes left to go in the first, and it's a 1-0 lead for Staples. First face-off was in favor of Stepinac. And the senior Babson commit, Eric Skolnick, will try to change things. Standoff on the S. This one's in favor of Staples. Nate Murillo picks it up.
Good check there.
Yeah, big check. Now a loose ball on the 30-yard line. Several players on it. Crusaders pick it up. Now a loose ball. Skolnick is yet to get off the field. Just straight slashes. Nobody's got it. Now it's on the ground, and Skolnick picks it up. Got to just slow things down if you want to keep possession. They do. Gives it to Benton. Now they got to get it past half, and then they can slow things down. They do. Timeout is called by Staples. I like that call.
Yeah. They were putting a bunch of pressure on the Stepinac players there. Eric Skolnick, Max Hill, Nate Murillo, all swarming around the ball and kind of just like hacking Stepinac there, and ends up with the ball and no penalty. So,
although Stepinac is not having the best lacrosse season they could be having, some of their other sports at their schools are very impressive. I mean, their basketball team, I think, is top 10 in like the country in most rankings.
Same thing with their football team. Their football team is state champions in New York in recent years. Just a great program they have here.
So we're yet to really see too much action from any new seniors yet. Of course, it is only 1-0. But like we mentioned, when Staples gets one, they tend to get several. 4:22 left to go in the first. Both teams come back onto the field to finish this first quarter.
I've been kind of surprised with the Stepinac faceoff guy, Giovanni Mirabel. He's been putting Skolnick to work, actually winning the initial faceoff, and then fighting for the ground ball, which Staples has come up with. But he's done a really good job with Skolnick, who has been great all year.
He has been putting up a fight. Skolnick, yeah, like you mentioned, he's been very good all year. I'm sure we'll take that to Babson and do things very similar. Flag is thrown on the field. I don't know what that's for. Yeah, I have no idea what the call is. It's all the way on the other side of the field, but
he threw it up. It didn't look like it fell out of his pocket, but
officials are going to talk things over with Stepinac coaches.
Illegal stick? That's what it looks like.
I honestly just couldn't tell you.
Refs do random stick checks throughout the game. Normally, they don't find anything, but looks like they found something here. As he throws the stick away.
I think you're right.
Wow.
Doyle just came off the field.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Threw his stick away. So is this going to be a man-up opportunity for Staples?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I would assume.
A flag is thrown.
Right.
Assume he just has to sit in the box and.
Yeah, it will be.
Should have had someone string it legally, but he couldn't have known.
So a man-up chance for Staples. They've usually capitalized on these. So far in the season, it's a 6v5.
Just waiting.
Petrosino has it on the S. Still waiting for the whistle to be blown. I'm not totally sure what we're waiting on. I think we're just still talking things over with Stepinac coaches about the illegal stick. So officials back on the field. 4:22 left, and Staples is back underway on the offensive side. 1 minute man-up opportunity. Benton gives it to Weil at the top. Now Petrosino on the far side. Pillai comes up top. He gives it to him. Now Weil. Not going to take any chances if they want to capitalize on this man-up chance. Pillai on the far side. Still swinging around. Weil finds a man inside. Pass is no good. And it's in the hands of Stepinac. So a missed up opportunity for Staples to extend their lead by 1. And Stepinac will be back on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, Staples just seems to be struggling with basic catching and throwing. They've had multiple turnovers in this first quarter, and Stepinac turns it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's really been a lot of turnovers. I think it's been maybe 3 for Staples now, and then maybe, I think, 3 as well for Stepinac.
Yeah, real sloppy lacrosse being played right now.
I'm sure things will pick up. Playing at a very high level, of course. CIAC Staples is consistently ranked in the top 10 in most rankings. Charlie Clark on the far side with 3:05 left to go in the first.
Staples still man up.
Weil. Finds Pillai on the left side. Shot is saved. A wonderful save by by Cole Fischal goal.
Just no one there stepping up, but
I mean,
makes
usually
a big save. Yeah.
Usually when Pillai has an open path to the goal, he's usually scoring that one. So impressive for Stepinac to come away with it. Now they're back on the offensive side. Bobby Gorman will slow things down. 2:14 left to go in the first.
Back to even.
I mean, I'm sure Stepinac will try and slow things down as much as possible. Don't really want to give Staples that many chances on the offensive side before the end of the first quarter. Not quite the start that we expected. Doherty finds McClim. Still not taking any chances. McClim guarded by Swearingen, also the senior. McClim comes around goal line extended. Tight defense from Swearingen. Ball is out. It's a loose ball. Picked up by Gorman. Guarded by Nate Murillo. They're going to slow things down. Bassani gives things off to Doherty, and once again, they're just going to back things up, not taking any chances. Both teams really. 1 minute left to go in the first. Keating at X. Comes around past the cage. Tight defense from Staples. 45 seconds left now. Stepinac not really having anything.
Going right at this defense, but they won't budge.
They're really initiating contact, yet nothing is giving up for Staples. Chris Keating, 27 seconds at X. Guarded by Swearingen. 15 seconds now. Keating denies a screen. Comes around the cage. Pass inside. Deep shot. No good. Thiesinger did not have to worry about that one. It was wide right. Stepinac still has it. 5.1 to go. Pass inside. Intercepted by Murillo. Picked up by Stepinac. Clock expires. And that's going to do it for your first quarter. It's a 1-0 lead for Staples with the goal from Matthew Tiber.
Both teams struggling just to get offense initiated or get just things going. A lot of turnovers to start that. Not the best lacrosse being played from either team, but first quarter, hopefully into the second quarter, both teams will wake up a little bit and start playing some improved lacrosse.
Right. I mean, it's really just been mostly turnovers for both teams, and other than that, it's kind of just been missed shots. Of course, we saw the fast break goal from Tiber,
which was just no goalie.
Right, no goalie.
Just walks it in.
It's kind of just a blunder from Stepinac that led to the Staples goal. Staples is really initiating contacts on the offensive side. I usually see them pass it around more, a little bit more cuts, but now they're kind of just trying to take their one-on-ones, I feel.
Yeah. Stepinac appears to be doing the same thing. They're kind of just going at legit everyone, the Swearingen, Kovics, everyone on this defense, and just nothing's really happening. They've had a couple shots, but none of them have really been on goal. Thiesinger not challenged at all.
So one down 3 to go from Paul Lane Field on this beautiful senior night day in Westport CT. 1-0, it's a Staples lead, and both teams come back onto the field. Staples has been pretty successful on the faceoffs. It's been pretty split so far. So third face-off of this one. Skolnick and Mirabili. This one in favor of Staples off the start. They lose it, and Stepinac picks it up. So another one goes to Stepinac. Not quite usually what we see from Eric Skolnick, yet still lots of time to improve it. A long weave down the field, luckily picked up by the Crusaders. But McClim, tight defense from Swearingen. Passes things off and slow things down. Like we mentioned, they're kind of just taking a step into the defender's feet, initiating contact, and then trying to get past. Not really the type of lacrosse that's going to get you goals against a tight defense like Staples.
Got to see some more off-ball movement from the Crusaders. Everyone's just kind of standing around.
Doherty spin move on Max Hill. Although the short stick, Max has had no trouble guarding him.
Yeah, both of these shorties for Staples are not exactly easy targets to dodge, as you see Jake McGeehan all over Tomolo.
Shot is low, and shot is saved from Thiesinger. Mayclim tried to get it off, but kind of just slipped when he shot it. And it was an easy save for Thiesinger. Possibly a turnover for Staples. It is. Swearingen kind of had trouble maintaining it when they got it past half, but another turnover for Stepinac, and it's in the hands of Rory Benton. So Staples, after some back and forth plays on the offensive side. Pass inside. Loose ball on the near side. Stepinac might have trouble getting this past half. I mean, Staples is always a tight defense when it comes to that press, but this time they do it. Timeout is called by Stepinac, and although this is senior day, it's not really looking like Staples is going to have a clear win in this one.
Yes, I mean, Staples just struggling on the offensive end, and then Stepinac, even when they turn the ball over and Staples gets it, they also just can't really get anything in transition. A lot of ground balls, 50-50s going to Stepinac, and that's why they've kept it close so far. Staples hasn't had many offensive possessions. They've had the goal in the transition and that man-up opportunity where it went right to the goalie, just struggling in the opening half.
10:03 to go. Left in the second. It's a 1-0 lead. Staples just came off a baseball game at home. They took a tough loss to Ward. That is going to be their first FCAC loss of the season. They played Ward earlier in the season, but that was not a conference game. So only one loss in the FCAC. Of course, Ward is usually ranked very high in the state. I mean, I think they're 2 or 3 usually. Yeah. Staples will take on Bridgeport Central tomorrow for baseball, and then Ludlow on Friday, which is a very highly anticipated matchup. Both teams return to the field. It'll be Stepinac ball off the timeout. Maybe they drew something up.
Yeah, because their offense hasn't been functioning as they would want it. Probably going to change something up here.
They definitely need to say the least. Because other than their shots that they have been getting, they really haven't been getting many good opportunities.
Yeah, even their shots that they've gotten have been outside shots that are just muffins for the goalie to save.
Liam Doherty passes it off to X, and Stepinac will swing things around. Keating gives it to Tamolo. Back to Keating. Keating, deep pass, deep shot. Bounce shot is good. And Stepinac is on the board in the second quarter. May Klim gets it to go from deep.
Yeah, a lot more off-ball movement on that. Getting things going from X, pass up top, and just a bounce shot. Thiesinger kind of caught off guard by it. I saw him kind of go low as the ball pops up and goes in the back. He just couldn't really do anything.
Couldn't really do anything is right. I mean, that's a tough shot, especially when he's that deep. I feel like you don't really see that many bounce shots, but
yeah, especially
saw it
high
there.
bounce shots.
Right, yeah. So that one goes right by the crossbar, and Stepinac ties this thing up. 1-1 from Paul Lane Field. And the Babson commit will try and give Staples a favor to lead. He doesn't. Stepinac wins the faceoff, and they got a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, Mirabile doing really well in these faceoffs, just getting the quick clamp, running away from the wreckers.
As you speak, I mean, that's a turnover from Mirabile. I believe that's a little bit of commentator's jinx. Right.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So Nate Murillo picks it up, gives it off to Thiesinger. Staples maybe looking to get a response. Petrosino on the far side. Flag is thrown by the official. Benton at X gives it to Charlie Clark. Stepinac in a tight man-to-man defense for now. Flag still on the field. Weil looks for a call from the Staples coaching staff. Slow things down at the 45. 8:20 left to go in the second.
Yeah, because that flag is thrown, Stepinac now has 7 defenders. So technically man up on defense for now. So it'll be a bit more difficult for Staples to operate here.
Frankel loses his feet for a second, gets back up. Gives things to Charlie Clark. Charlie Clark, the senior, going to Vermont. Maybe put a cap on his senior season with a goal on senior night. Charlie Clark, left-hand cradle. Gets to the center. Right-hand shot is high. It's saved. Loose ball by the cage in favor of Stepinac. So 7:36 left to go in the second quarter. Charlie Clark takes his first shot of the game. It's no good. Staples will keep the ball. They had the man up off the flag. So 6v5 opportunity. They did not capitalize on their first one in the first quarter. It ended up being a turnover.
Yeah, did get a good look, though. But unable to capitalize. Hopefully they can get another one here.
Petrosino, right wing. Deep shot on the far side. It's good. Benton gives Staples a 1-goal lead.
Almost the exact same spot as they had in the man-up last time. Might be a hole in the man-down defense for Stepinac, but goalie unable to come up with that one. Staples takes a 2-1 lead.
So Tristan Benton with the shot, gets it on the far post to go, and Staples is back on top.
I think Stepinac needs to slow things down. They're kind of like playing too quickly for themselves and turn the ball over, making kind of not the best passes, end up in Staples' hands. And right as the ball goes to Staples, once they get going, it's going to be tough for Stepinac to stop them.
And for Staples being such a successful transition team, whenever they get these turnovers, it's very easy for them to get on the other side and score with the numbers they have. Face-off on the S, goes into Staples territory. Scooped up by Nate Murillo. Whistle is blown.
Yeah. Stepinac attackman came out of the box as there was no possession called yet.
Murillo gives things to Weil. Maybe numbers if they hurry. If they don't, they slow things down. With Tristan Benton at X. Gives it off to Hunter Pillai on the far side. 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. It's a Staples 1-goal lead. Frankel gets to the center. Clark denies the screen from Frankel. Now he uses it. Clark gets inside. Left-handed shot is wide right.
Yeah, a little bit confusion there with all these screens being set by the Wreckers. Open shot again for Charlie Clark. Bounce shot goes a little bit wide.
Pillai uses a screen. Comes around goal line extended. Gets a dodge. Double team incoming. Loses it, and it's picked up by Stepinac. So a big defensive possession for the Crusaders. Now they're back on the offensive side. Maybe a chance to respond.
Yeah, big turnover there that Stepinac forced. Looking like Staples would.
D-twig on the near side by Nate Murillo, and Keating loses it.
Seems like every time I talk about Stepinac going the right
Exactly.
way, it just turned over by Nate Murillo.
Happened twice now. So
Yeah.
Nate Murillo, a big defensive player so far tonight. Staples back on the offensive side of things with 5:50 left to go in the second quarter. Hunter Pillai finds Charlie Clark on the near side. Gets inside. Dodges and slows things down. Gives it off to Tristan Benton, who has one so far tonight. No rush for Staples at the moment. Petrosino finds Hunter Pillai, has a one-on-one with a short stick. He uses it. Right-handed shot is saved.
Yeah, defender all over him there, making that shot really contested, unable to get the release that he wants. Pulls it a bit to the left off the goalie.
So still a tight man-to-man for the Crusaders. Clark. Deep shot, deflected inside. Loose ball around the 20. Staples picks it up. Frankel winds one up. Shot is good! Ian Frankel has his first of the night, and it's a Staples 2-goal lead.
Yeah, great shot there. No one steps up to him. Takes a tough 15-yard shot right over the goalie's stick, top bar. Great shot.
So although not a senior, Ian Frankel has been having a very successful season so far. Extends this record lead by 1. Back on the S for another face-off. Skolnick has not been able to win them so far tonight. This time he's got it. Skolnick. Pass to Pillai is low. Loose ball on the far side, picked up by the Crusaders. Another turnover. Stepinac on the offensive side again now. 4:26 left to go in the second quarter. It's a Staples 2-goal lead. Doherty, guarded by Max Hill. It's the matchup we've seen from those two all night, and Max Hill has owned it. Bassani on the deep far side, guarded by Murillo, who's had 2 big defensive plays so far tonight. One was a D-twig. Gorman, spin move on McGeehan. Intercepted pass by Swearingen. So a lot of big defensive plays from Staples. Bobby Gorman tried to get it to X, but Swearingen all over that one. So Max Hill takes it past the half-field line, and Staples once again back on the offensive side of things. I mean, it's been a very back-and-forth game so far tonight from Paul Lane.
Yeah, Staples with a lot more opportunities, but unable to capitalize. A lot of turnovers for Stepinac. A lot of just picked off passes by these deep holes. We're seeing the ball really well. Stepinac unable to get the ball to their offensive players.
3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Staples, downhill drive. Frankel on the far side. Looked like he wanted to take a shot. He didn't. Hunter Pillai. Right-handed cradle. Double team incoming. Doesn't take a shot. Finds Clark. Staples looking aggressive. They're hungry for one now. Petrosino will slow things down. 2:30 left to go in the second. Hunter Pillai finds Benton inside. Shot is good. And Tristan Benton has 2 on senior night. It was a quick cut right around the cage at X. A perfect pass from Pillai, and Staples has a 3-goal lead with 2:17 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, great look there from Pillai, beating his defender, keeping his eyes up, not being too greedy with the goal. Sees Benton on the back pipe, as he's done all year. For so many goals, he just sneaks past the defender right into the back of the net.
And that's more of the Wrecker way we've seen so far this season. They're finally picking it up now on senior night.
3 seniors and 1
Junior
with a goal.
So a 3-goal lead for Staples. Foul on the faceoff. Stepinac went early. So Staples maybe looking to get another one. Charlie Clark falls on his feet, gets back up, gives things back to McGeehan. Weil now, D-Twig on the near side, luckily picked up by Charlie Clark. He was in the vicinity.
Great check there by Kieran Austin.
Far side, Pillai gets inside. Shot is good! Top left goal for Hunter Pillai, and it's a 4-goal lead for the Wreckers.
Yeah, he needed that. First goal back since his illness. Drives left, spin, roll back, top corner.
And although it's
so difficult to guard.
It's really difficult to guard, exactly. I mean, although it's not his night, big momentum shift going into Darien on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So if he can get going tonight, of course, that would be amazing for all of Staples. 1:43 left to go in the second quarter. 5-1 Staples lead. I mentioned it, and I kind of predicted it. Once Staples gets one, they kind of just get going. Face-off is a standoff on the S. Stepinac picks it up once again. Tight defense from Murillo. Almost causes a slip-up. He does. Ball is loose. Picked up by Max Hill. Another loose ball.
No team seemed to want it.
Can't even see where it is at this point. I mean, still a loose ball.
Hold.
Whistle is blown. It'll be Stepinac ball.
So difficult to not get a hold call when there's 8 people in one small circle.
1:14 left to go in this first half. Staples up by 4. Tamolo. Pass over to Bassani. Guarded by McGeehan on the far side. Just under a minute to go.
This is how they got their goal last time, going through X.
It's exactly what they did. It's kind of their play style. We've been noticing Bassani guarded by McGeehan, 17 on 17. Behind the back pass, I mean, a little bit of flashiness 25 seconds. Stepinac kind of has to pick things up. Doherty, deep shot, saved by Thiesinger.
All over that, right into Thiesinger's stick.
15 seconds, Staples might have a chance. Pillai, far side, just had one. Skip past Charlie Clark, gets inside, shot is saved. 4 seconds still. Can they get a shot off? Loose ball on the far side. Clock expires, whistle blows, zeros across the scoreboard. 5-1 is a Staples lead.
Yeah, pushing that ball. They knew what time they had. Pushing it, got a good shot off. Good save by the goalie. Ball on the ground, unable to get another shot off, but Staples with the momentum going into half.
And that, I mean, it really would be big if Staples could get one there, because then you got an even bigger lead going into half, and then maybe you can get even more seniors in.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for our first half. 5-1 is your Staples lead. Thomas Scott and Ian Zwick live from Paul Lane Field. Do not go anywhere. In 9 minutes and 30 seconds, we will be back for the coverage of this second half. 5-1 game so far. Ian, recap me on what happened in this first half.
Both teams kind of got out to a slow start. Staples was the first one on the board. Stepinac tied it up pretty quickly after that, and then it's just been all Staples since then, with a couple goals from Hunter Pillai, Ian Frankel, and
Tristan Benton.
2 goals from him. Staples with all the momentum going into the second half, but it's not everything. Stepinac can still definitely a close game. 24 minutes of lacrosse still to be played. Anything can happen here.
So back on the face-off side of things, me and Ian, were talking about this at half, but Skolnick really hasn't been winning most of these, and it's usually something we see out of him. But he's going against a smaller Fogo, so it's kind of been tough to get around him, and the speed that Stepinac has on their close guys, it's just been hard for Skolnick. This time he gets it, and it's in his stick. So the first face-off of the second half is in favor of Eric Skolnick and the Staples Wreckers. 2 down, 2 to go from Paul Lane Field. Maybe we'll see some more seniors get onto the field for this senior night in the second half. Of course, Staples wants to make sure they have the win before doing so. Only a 4-goal lead for Staples right now.
They definitely need to extend that more if they want to be in a more comfortable position. 4 goals in lacrosse, especially in high school lacrosse, is nothing.
Petrosino on the far side. Finds Clark. Now Weil slows things down, has a one-on-one with a short stick. Tries to take advantage of it. Dishes it to Petrosino. Petrosino uses a screen. Looks at the goal for a second. Then passes it to Hunter Pillai on the near side. The Bucknell commit has 1 goal so far tonight. Charlie Clark gets a dodge. Looks at the goal. Once again, passes it off to Hunter Pillai. Pillai gets inside. Left-handed shot. Wide right.
Yanks that one a little bit.
Love the lefty effort, though.
Yeah, I remember that goal he had against, I think it was New Canaan, where he just ran down the left alley and pinned it in the far corner. That was something with the offhand.
Benton has 2 tonight. Pillai. Right-hand cradle, a lot of pressure from the long stick of Stepinac. Pillai smartly passes things off. Now back to Petrosino at X. Surfing around the crease. Gets a dodge, pass inside. Intercepted, but luckily Weil picks it back up. It's been a 2-minute, 30-second possession for Staples.
One of their longest possessions, kind of just holding the ball, slowing it down, knowing that they have the lead.
Pillai, left-handed cradle. Double team incoming. Keeps it in a stick. Winds one up. Underhand shot, no good. .9:32 left to go in the third. Stepinac yet to get it in Staples territory. Clark at X. Finds Benton. Pass is deep. Goes in to Staples territory. Whistle is blown. It'll be Stepinac ball. So a turnover for Staples when maybe they had the opportunity to extend the lead.
Yeah, a couple shots there, just none really on cage. All of them kind of just sailing wide, sailing high. Everywhere but the net, really.
Bassani. Tomolo on the far side, guarded by Weil. Looks for a call from the coaching staff. Tomolo at X. We mentioned it in the first half, but their game plan on offense is mostly just going to X and trying to get your ISO one-on-one. Maklin has the only goal for Stepinac. I believe that one just went in. It did. So Maklin has a second.
Yeah, he just goes right at, I believe that was Bear Swearingen, goes down the right alley, just puts it I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I didn't see it go in.
Must have hit Thiesinger's stick and kind of just dropped right down in the middle of the goal, but that's his second of the game.
Yeah, nobody was celebrating for a second there, but Makelim cuts the lead to 3 for Staples.
Yeah, with these goals, you normally hear a little dink, but
yeah,
with
it's
that
a tough trip from White Plains to get a lot of fans of Stepinac here.
Yeah,
but regardless, 5-2, Staples leads. 8:30 left to go in the third. Skolnick picks it up, finds Palai, has numbers, pass inside. Benton loses it around the crease, loose ball on the near end. 2-on-2. Still a loose ball. On the sideline, McGeehan gets hit, barely gets it out in favor of Stepinac. Murillo gets inside, has a shot, has a goal. Nate Murillo, the long stick, gets an interception, gets inside, and a shot is good. 6-2, Staples leads. Not something you see every day, but props to Nate Murillo for being on his feet and getting himself a goal.
Yeah, right place, right time. One-on-one with the goalie, and that's just, even with a long stick, it's such an advantage being just one-on-one right at the crease, able to just kind of tap it in there.
Kind of just a blunder from Stepinac. I mean, not really many
second of the game
red jerseys in the area, but
yeah, everyone on that ground ball, Murillo just in the middle.
Right, I mean, Murillo was ready for it. 8:08 left to go in the third. Skolnick has been picking things up. That's 3 straight face-off wins for him. Max Hill finds Hunter Palai. Checks back. Shot is good! Hunter Palai. Some razzle-dazzle on the left wing. And a deep shot rattles the cage. It's a 7-2 lead for the Wreckers on senior night.
Yeah, great hitch there by Hunter. Able to get the defender kind of flowing to the left as he hitches back to the right, puts it in the far bottom corner.
It's kind of what Hunter Palai is best at. I mean, losing his defender and then getting a shot off is great. Exactly what he does there. And Staples is taking this one away.
Yeah, now all the momentum going back to Staples. They've scored 2 quick goals here in the third quarter.
Like I mentioned, Skolnick has been winning the recent ones. I believe he goes early on that one. It'll be Stepinac ball. No, it won't.
No, it
Official changes his mind. It's Staples ball.
Whatever we've said has just been wrong the whole day.
Exactly. I mean, we're getting jinxed. Palai on the near side. Finds Tiber. Had an open net goal in the first quarter to kick things off. Benton at X. Looking for a hat trick. Palai finds Weil. 7:30 left to go in the third. Thomas Scott and Ian Zwick giving you the coverage from Paul Lane Field. Weil finds Tiber. Winds one up. Shot is off the crossbar. It's no good.
Great shot there. Just misses on the crossbar.
Staples has a chance. Weil winds one up.
Deflected.
Deflected. It's no good. Series of events ends up with Stepinac ball. Very back and forth play.
Yeah, that's the worst when you take a good shot and it goes right off the crossbar. Looking for a second of the game, unable to capitalize there.
Another turnover from the Crusaders. They're yet to really have a true offensive possession other than the one that they got the goal with. Palai finds Benton. They had numbers, but couldn't really get the right chance in front of the goal.
Yeah, with that pass kind of falling to Benton's, made Benton fall away, unable to get him in front of the crease. Possibly costing them a goal there.
6:30 left to go in the third. Yet to see some large substitutions from Staples on the attacking side regarding seniors.
So yet to see a couple of seniors score. Nick Weil, Charlie Clark without goals right now.
Tiber, left-handed cradle. Pass to Palai, gets inside. Deep shot is high.
Believe someone hit his stick there. Would be really uncharacteristic to sail it that far.
Right.
Almost a field goal.
Staples maintains possession. Hunter Pillai on the near side, finds Weil. Left-handed cradle, pass to Tiber. Now Clark. Loose ball on the far side. Still with nobody. Some extracurriculars with the sticks.
Yeah.
Ends up with Stepinac. .530 now left in the third.
The Staples ride has been given Stepinac problem. He just throws it right to Thiesinger.
I guess they tried to get a goal because they saw Thiesinger slightly out of his net. But, I mean, Stepinac really isn't trying to get it past half. They're mostly just weaving one down.
Yeah,
Staples.
Bottled up a couple of times where
Right.
they're just like throwing it from 30-yard line into the other end zone.
Pillai comes off a screen at the top. Double team incoming. Has a man inside. Shot is good. It's a hat trick for Tristan Benton. And a 6-goal lead for the Wreckers on senior night.
Yeah, great lefty. Comes from exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like his earlier goal. Sneaks from the bottom of the crease, this time with the left hand. A lot more difficult to finish like that, but no problem for Tristan Benton there.
It's the same exact sequence. Pillai to Benton. Shot is good.
Yeah, that's been real bread and butter all year. Got at least, I don't know, 15, 20 goals out of that.
So 5:05 left to go in the third. Staples taking this one away. It's a 6-goal lead. Faceoffs have been recently going to Skolnick. This one in favor of Stepinac.
Yeah, got a Skolnick kind of held the other Fogo man there.
Stepinac, numbers if they hurry. Shot from the long pole is good. Luke Facial gets it to go. Staples kind of got caught off guard off the face-off, and then easy one for Facial.
Yeah, no one took the point there. A little fake pass. No one stepped up. Cross Thiesinger up. Thiesinger goes low. Ball goes high. Right into the goal. Can you hear that? Water.
A little bit.
All right. I'll be more careful next time.
Doesn't matter. We got to hydrate in the booth. Air Force commit is Facial, who just got the goal there. Skolnick wins this face-off and slows things down. 4:45 left to go in the third.
Fans looking for pass to go to Finn Edwards as he was uncovered, but
They get it to Weil past half. Finn Edwards on the offensive side for Staples. Still yet to see any real substitutions for non-usual seniors into the game. Frankel with it. Had a goal in the first half. Tristan Benton finds Pillai. Now Nick Weil. Pillai, screen action, doesn't use it. Pass to Petrosino.
they can keep it.
Yeah,
They do.
They just barely do it. Now it's a loose ball picked up by Stepinac, but a turnover for Staples regardless.
It's like the second time in a row they've done that.
Keating. Weezer on the close side. Gives it to Bassani, guarded by Max Hill. Tamolo. Tight defense from the short stick McGeehan. Tamolo comes around the cage. Shot is off the post, no good.
Looked like it clipped the inside of it, but still no.
Second shot is good. Second time's the charm. Makelim has a hat trick. 8-4, Staples leads. I didn't think he would even get a shot off on the first try off the post, and then Makelin just got it.
Yeah.
Shot is good.
Yeah, that jump shot, that lefty jump shot, second time he's done that, second time it's worked in this game. Staples unable to run away from the Crusaders.
.250 left in the third. 4-goal lead for Staples.
New Fogo for
It's
Stepinac.
Kieran Austin comes into the game on Fogo. Skolnick wins the first one against Austin. Deep pass to Benton, a D-twig on the far side, goes out of bounds. It'll be Stepinac ball. That's tight defense from the Crusaders.
like third yard sale of the game. Benton saw it coming, went for the toe drag, but unable to avoid the check there.
Doyle, who got called for the illegal stick earlier in the game, back on the field. Doherty now. 4-goal deficit for the Crusaders. Doherty, pass inside. Makelin. Can he get another? No, he cannot.
Decent juice. Learns from his mistakes earlier with that lefty jump shot all over that button.
They get it past half. Petrosino on the left side. If Makelin got his fourth, I mean, Staples would surely have to start picking up on what he's doing. Try to stop it. Petrosino. 1:44 left to go in the third. Petrosino, left-hand cradle. Tough check, now gives it to Pillai.
Spin. Oh, no.
Looks to wind one up. Gets it to Frankel at X. Frankel to Pillai. On the long stick. Looks like he wants it himself. He doesn't. Slows things down. Passes it to Nick Weil. Would be awesome if Weil can get a goal here on senior night. Gets inside. Left-handed shot. No good. He looked for the bouncer. Ball out of bounds in favor of Stepinac.
Pushing the back there.
Just under a minute to go. The Crusaders.
See if they can figure out this Staples ride.
They've struggled getting it past half. They kind of do here. It's a loose ball, possibly picked up by Frankel. Ends up with Stepinac. Timeout is called by the Crusaders with 38.1 left to go in the third.
Yeah, if they can cut this to a 3-goal lead going into the fourth, that'd be real dangerous for the Wreckers, who expected to pull away in this one, but they have been unable to do so far.
Eight to 4, Staples leads. Thomas Scott and Ian Zwick giving you the play-by-play coverage from Paul Lane Field. For WWPT this week, there will be a Ludlow game on Friday. It'll be Thomas Scott, me, and James Moynihan on the call. That is actually a very special day for the Staples baseball community because that is the return of Cole Landgraf. He's had a back injury throughout the whole season, and on Friday, he'll have his first live at-bat of 2026. It's pretty special.
100%. Great player. Unfortunate that he had that injury, which is just such an annoying injury. He can't do anything. And comes back from that. That'll be a big day for him and the team in general.
What a game to come back to. Ludlow.
Yeah, big rivalry there. Should be a good game. I know I'll be tuned in. Hopefully everyone else will be too.
You'll be tuned in. It'll be a beautiful day. Should be a lot of fun. Both teams return to the field. 38 1/10 of a second remaining. And the Crusaders maybe cut the lead to 3.
Murillo hounding.
Doherty passes it off to Bassani. Bassani, left-handed shot, saved by Thiesinger. Crusaders are mostly going low with their shots, and Thiesinger has been all over it. Max Hill with a juke, gets it past half with ease.
10 seconds.
Got to get one soon. 7 seconds. Pillai, shot, no good.
As it goes back to Stepinac. Great chase there from the goalie. Getting out of his cage, able to beat Benton. Heave.
Long weave. It looks like it's on target. Oh my goodness, what a goal for Stepinac. It's a long weave, and it's coast to coast.
Whew. I hate to bring bad memories back to the Staples Wreckers, but in the Brunswick game, there was 2 buzzer beaters going into the fourth quarter and going into half.
I mean,
strikes again here.
That is absurd. I mean, usually when I feel like a goalie weaves one deep to the other side, it's not usually going to go in, but
yeah,
I guess.
The fact that
I
I've
don't know.
seen 3 of them in the last 2 games that I've called. Wow.
So Hudson Weezer, 21 in red, picks it up off the weave and gets his coast-to-coast goal. Bounce shot past Thiesinger, and Ian, this is a 3-goal game, and it's not completely out of it.
100%. If you told Stepinac going into this game, going in the fourth quarter, you'd only be down by 3 with momentum.
Right.
I think they'd 100% take that. They've been able to score pretty well in this game, and I don't see why that would change right now.
Possibly a senior night upset. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but Staples definitely want to keep the starters in for now.
I would say probably 5-goal lead if they can get 2 quick ones. That'd put them in a much better spot, a lot more comfortable, with less risk of losing this game.
So 3 down, 1 to go from Paul Lane Field. 8-5 is the score in favor of Staples. A lot of youth lacrosse players down by the field goal on the right side. I don't know if that's a practice or just a large gathering for people to come out and play some LAX.
Yeah, a lot of younger brothers on this Staples team, probably some over there watching their big brothers play on this senior night.
So back to the S for face-off. Staples has Darien on Wednesday. So any more goals they can get, continue some momentum, build some momentum, and bring it into Darien. That's an away game. Possibly the biggest game of the year, you could argue. Skolnick wins the face-off, but a timeout is called.
Timeout Wreckers.
So maybe this is the point. I mean, maybe the timeout was called because he was about to lose the ball or about to go out of bounds, but maybe this is the point where we see some new faces check into the game.
Yeah, possibly. I think that timeout was kind of just keep possession, because if he turns it over there, Stepinac has a fast break and cut the lead to 2. Good timeout there called by Coach Kashansky. There we go.
So both teams return to the field after the timeout from Staples off the face-off. Clark and Weil, these main senior leaders on the attacking side for Staples, yet to get themselves a goal. Petrosino is on the near side by the pylon, and there's 3 defenders on him. Ends up with Thiesinger. Now back to Murillo. Thiesinger, deep pass past half. Staples back on the offensive side with Swearingen. Now finds Frankel. Frankel possibly looking for his second of the night. Whistle is blown.
They're offsides.
Staples is offsides.
I noticed that. Staples only had 2 poles in and unable to. I was confused that I had 2 poles.
Right,
I'm like,
yeah.
maybe just the thing I saw they had a smoke call, but.
So 11-10 left to go in the 4th. And if they get one here, it's a 2-goal game. In the LaSalle game, the Rhode Island state champions, Staples had the lead for the entire game. And then in the 4th quarter, they slowly fell apart. Luckily, they won. Well, not luckily, but they hung on by 1 goal. And, I mean, LaSalle kind of just kept battling back, and Staples doesn't want that to happen again. So if they get one more, it's a 2-goal game.
Yeah, Stepinac just not willing to go away.
Keating comes around off X. Loose ball on the far side. Almost picked up by Max Hill. Now scooped up by Nate Murillo, who had a goal earlier in the 3rd quarter. He gets it past half with ease.
Has numbers.
Petrosino winds one up. Shot is saved by Fischel.
Seems like the only way Stepinac's been able to get past the Staples ride is through saves.
Now they're back on the offensive side. Tight defense from Rory Benton. 10 minutes left to go in this game. It's a 3-goal lead for the Wreckers. If they can get one more, they can probably comfortably get some seniors in the last couple of minutes. Stepinac brings things back to X. Maitland has a hat trick, comes around. Jump shot, no good, in favor of Staples. I believe a foul was called. 9:39 left to go.
Yeah,
in the
Ward
4th.
call there. Just kind of reaching his arm out, trying to get the defender to go away. Ref sees it, going the other way.
So Thiesinger in Staples territory. We'll pass it to Max Hill, who gets past half through a double team with some razzle-dazzle. Petrosino now on the near side.
Yeah, that swim dodge over 2 defenders is so hard to stop, especially when Max Hill is coming full speed.
Pillai finds Wild downhill. I'm surprised he didn't take that shot, but
Yeah, was aware of the guy on his back. Didn't want to get a trail check.
Pillai gets inside, almost winds one up. He doesn't, now finds Weil. No screen from Pillai, which is what we usually see. Clark and Weil, I'm sure, hungry for a goal. 8:50 left to go in the 4th.
Yeah, Clark's dominated the last couple of games with a couple hat tricks. Hasn't done so much on the stat sheet so far.
Petrosino at the top. Finds Weil. Now finds Pillai. Maybe an open opportunity on the far side. Pillai, sidearm shot is high, no good. Staples still has it. Had a couple players at X. It's going to be Charlie Clark behind the cage. Now Weil. Weil finds a man on the right side, now finds Clark coming around at X. Still no shot taken from Staples. 8 minutes to go in the 4th now. Pillai, far side. Left-hand cradle. Gets to his right. Dish inside, loose ball on the far side. It's another turnover for Staples. Now Stepinac, maybe numbers if they hurry on the offensive side. Doyle, skip pass, shot on the left, no good.
Doing a little too much, trying to shoot it too hard.
That's exactly what he did. He wound that one up so much.
Yeah, too much whip there. I think he calms down a little bit. High adrenaline for sure, but if he was able to put that in the back of the net, Staples would be, I'm sure they'd be not terrified, but they'd be getting a little bit more worried.
Right. Bassani on the far side, guarded by Max Hill. Moon pass, skip pass, over to the near side with Doherty. Doherty comes off a screen, skip pass, shot is good! Weiser paints the top right of the cage, and it's a 2-goal lane at Paul Lane Field.
Yeah, that's the composure. He just nice and easy catches it, finds a corner. Not trying to do too much. Just trying to put his team closer, as he does.
This game ain't over.
Not at all. Not at all. Staples, I'm sure, quite uncomfortable. Did not expect to have 2-goal game with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Staples has to pick things up. Mirabil checks back into Fogo. In the first half, he was very successful against Skolnick. Then he started to slow things down and then got subbed out. Official blows his whistle. I believe it'll be an early start from Stepinac, so Staples will take control of things. 7-17. I think at this point, it's a 2-goal game. Unless you have the perfect opportunity, just slow things down. Don't take a shot. Wild.
This might be it.
I mean, they might have.
Yeah.
If that happened again, that would have just proved our commentator's jinx here. But regardless, it's Pillai on the far side. Finds his brother Jack Pillai. Jack Pillai gets downhill, right-hand cradle. Gives it to Petrosino at X. Now Pillai. Frankel takes a screen. Hunter Pillai on the far side. Like I said, not taking too much. Maybe a shot on the far side. Jack Pillai gets inside. Shot no good. Rebound in favor of Staples. Just barely picks it up on the loose ball. Maybe a capitalization point. Ball might go out of bounds here. It's going to be close. Barely keeps it in. Weil picks it up.
Great
back and forth.
From Petrosino.
Weil finds Clark. Shot wide right.
Crazy sequence there. It looked like it was going out. Benton keeps it in, even though he probably would have had the chase anyway. But stays with Staples.
Weil at X. Jack Pillai comes around goal line extended. Winds one up. Shot is saved. Rebound is a loose ball on the far side. Stepinac picks it back up. Triple team. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Staples' ball. It's big defense from Staples.
Yeah, that triple team of Benton and the two Pillai brothers. Too much for Stepinac defender to handle. Turns it over.
Clark, shot, saved.
Great save.
Now that it's getting dark, and the lights come on at Paul Lane, it's kind of reminding me of a football season in the fall.
Yeah.
Stepinac having trouble getting it past half. They do. If they can cut it to 1, that would be huge. Why not? Wind up shot, bounce shot, no good.
Something that I don't think has been touched on enough is how well Kolfeshko has been playing for Stepinac. A lot of close shots and some of the best players in Connecticut, and he's just stopping them right at the doorstep. Only 8 goals so far. Hasn't allowed one here in the fourth quarter.
Maklem has a hat trick on the far side. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Staples may be on the edge of their seat a little bit. Maklem. Guarded by Swearingen. Pass to the top. Slightly deflected. It's going to be a loose ball. Max Hill, a fight to get this one. A lot of physical play. No flag thrown. Keating finds Maklem. Left-hand cradle. Back to Keaton. Almost winds one up. Elects not to. 4:30 left to go in this game. Stepinac probably needs one fairly soon if they want any chance. Doherty, guarded by Max Hill. Doherty at X. Tight defense from Max Hill. Very physical. Loses him. Doherty gets inside. Shot no good. They had the opportunity there. Just couldn't get it on target. Lost Max Hill for a second. That's very rare. You're not going to get that chance again.
Yeah, using the goal right behind X. Just kind of getting Max Hill to trip over it. Had a look and kind of whiffed it a little bit.
Nash Maklem. This might be their only offensive chance in a while. They need it. Maklem Pass to the left. Swings it around to X. Liam Doherty, guarded by Max Hill. Comes around the cage. Backhanded shot, no good.
Kind of like that shot there, going backhand, trying to catch the goalie off guard. A little bit high, but I do like the look of that.
At X. Stepinac gets it to Makelim on the far side. 3:17 now left in the fourth. 2-goal lead for Staples. Has some cushion room. Still don't want to let Stepinac get one here.
Still plenty of time, though.
Makelim back to the top with Liam Doherty. I mean, this possession has been extremely long. Liam Doherty, pass over to Bassani. This possession continues. I'd say it's been at least 3-4 minutes in favor of the Crusaders. Bassani, left-hand cradle, tight defense for Max Hill.
Yeah, Max Hill getting real physical, knocking Bassani off his spot.
Makelim far side. Left-handed cradle, still tight defense. Staples, although the duration of this possession has been very long, they have not let up. 2 minutes now. Probably need one soon. Very tight defense from Staples. Swearingen couldn't get it out of the stick. Flag is thrown. Staples hates it.
Fans do not like that here. You can hear the groan in the crowd.
I mean, I think it was very, it was very clear through the mics that these Staples fans didn't like that one. Bassani at X. Deep pass goes high, and it goes in to Crusader territory with 1:42. Now they'll get their man-up opportunity. So if there's any point you want to capitalize, here you go.
Yeah, you got to score. You don't need to be too quick, but you definitely need a goal here to stay in the game. And then hopefully win the next face-off. Timeout, set something up, score again. But that's if all goes to plan. But in lacrosse, not everything always goes to plan.
1:42 left in the fourth. 8-6, Staples leads. Should be a it's a 6v5 opportunity for the Crusaders. I mean, if you can get one with, I'd say, 1 minute left.
Yeah.
Win the face-off, try and get a good look. It's a tie game. Still going to be tough for the Crusaders. Staples drops into their zone with their 5-man defense. Bassani at X. Keating at goal line extended. 1:18 now left. Probably got to get one soon. At least a shot. Keaton dancing around the crease. Man up is done, so this opportunity is over, and Staples will come back into their man. 1 minute now left. I mean, they're not really taking anything. I would assume they would have shot by now, but Staples really holding their end on the defensive side. Maybe a chance on the far side. Doesn't take it. Doherty finds Makelim. Makelim loses it. Loose ball on the far side. Murillo puts him down, and it's in favor of Staples.
A lot of contact there.
All they've really got to do is get this past half. They don't. It's a turnover. 30 seconds to go. Whistle is blown.
Timeout, yeah.
Timeout is called.
Coaches of Stepinac looking for another penalty, as I believe it was Rory Benton with a lot of contact, but they don't get it. Fortunately for Stepinac, they get the ball back, get another timeout. But now with only 36 seconds left to play, this is a real steep task that they have to mount here.
I mean, it's really impressive what Staples has done on the defensive side, especially that last possession. I mean, even with the man up, they didn't let up at all.
Yeah, legit had no opportunities.
No shots were taken for Stepinac. So now 36.8 to go. They need 2 goals. I mean, Defogo, Giovanni Mirabili, I mean, he's been pretty good so far today. All you need is one face-off win, maybe 15 seconds, and there's a chance. But right now, it's not looking good for the Crusaders.
Yeah, but we saw in the third quarter that they scored with full field heave
Right, yeah.
A buzzer beater. It's happened to Staples 3 times. So I'm not going to say it's not likely considering the amount of times it's happened, but still, 36 seconds. They got to get one. First step is they got to get one here within probably 15 seconds. Get a face off.
Right.
Not sure how many more timeouts they have. And they got to just score again. Hope they can get this thing into overtime.
Gonna need a miracle for Stepinac. So Stepinac ball 36.8. 2 goals needed to send this one to OT. Chris Keating, 3 defenders on him. Has to get it past half. Tight defense from Clark and Pillai. Barely gets it past half. Keaton, guarded by Murillo. 25 seconds now. Loses his feet for a second.
They got to go here.
Gotta go. Far side. Left-hand cradle for Bassani. Bassani, pass inside. Underhand shot is saved by Thiesinger. 10 seconds. And this should do it. So the
Just
Crusaders tried to battle back. They almost did. But Staples hangs on in a senior night win. It's 8-6 from Paul Landfield. We expected it to be a slightly larger margin. They just couldn't get it done.
Staples unable to, although probably happy with the win, maybe not fully satisfied with that way they played when they have to play tougher task in Darien, I believe on Wednesday. 8 goals, I said earlier in the pregame. The offense hasn't been necessarily clicking. No goals in the fourth quarter with only 1 goal in the first. Second and third quarters were their main scoring areas. But if they want to beat a team like Darien, as good as they are, they got to be better on offense. And I honestly think Stepinac played really well today, minus a couple turnovers in the first half. They capitalized on the opportunities, except in that last man up, which kind of put the game away. But otherwise, I don't think they'd be